All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry that technology wasn't working with us today, so hopefully this will make some sense, okay? So the first thing we need to do is have an equation, all right? So we are solving for a variable, or we are simply working with a thing called literal equations, okay? That can be all letters, it doesn't have to be numbers. And these steps should work for everything, no matter what. Okay, so I'm going to do a bunch of examples. So I'm going to do one initial, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of other ones that I think might help you, okay? So our first one that I want you guys to look at is 3x minus 4y equals 7, okay? And yes, my child is here, so if you hear something about Paw Patrol, that's what she's playing with, okay? So the first thing we want to do is figure out what we're solving for, okay? And so we're actually going to solve for y.
Yeah. Look over there. It's Captain Turbot. Can you help Rocky use his bridge building skills to save our friend? Bridges are tools that help us move safely across anything.
So our equation.
We need to select a piece of the bridge from here.
Okay, so we have this 3x minus 4y equals 7. So we're going to put a box around what we want to keep. And we're going to include the sign as well. Okay, so if there's a plus sign in front of it, we're going to take that plus sign with us. If there's a negative sign in front of it, we're going to take that negative sign. Okay, so I'm going to put a little note here to keep the sign. Okay, so now that we have a box, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this. So we have a 3x minus 4y equals 7 with our box around it. Okay, so step 2. Step 2 is that we move everything outside of the box to the other side of the equal sign by using either addition or subtraction, whatever is the opposite in the problem. So that means somehow we have to get this 3x over here. Okay, now we can't just like pick it up and move it. Okay, we can't do that. We have to actually somehow either add it or subtract it to the other side. Okay, so because looking at this 3x right now, it's a positive 3x. Okay, that means because it's positive, I have to do the opposite. So I need to subtract 3x from both sides. Okay. All right. So once we move it over, we have our negative 4 or that's a 4y. My bad. Negative 4y equals 7, and then we have that minus 3x hanging out here. Okay. So now after we do that, step 3 is divide by whatever is in front of the variable you're solving for. So the variable is y, so we need to divide by negative 4. Okay, so that means we divide this by negative 4 and this by negative 4. Every number gets divided by negative 4. Okay, so these on this side, oops. Okay.
There he is. The robot is just ahead. Keep running, Chase.
Okay, so on this side, they actually are going to end up canceling out. So these two negative 4s cancel out. So I'm left with y equals. Okay, so 7 divided by negative 4, we're going to leave it just 7 over negative 4. Okay. Negative 3 divided by negative 4. This is where it comes in handy to know our triangle. Okay, so we have two negatives here. We have a negative 3 divided by negative 4, which means we're going to end up with a positive 3 over 4x. And that's our final answer to solve for a variable. Okay, so I have a couple more. I'm gonna try and make them up randomly off the top of my head, so that'll be fun. Here's another example, and I'm gonna zoom in here. I don't know how much I zoomed in, but we'll see. So we're going to do example 2. So I'm gonna use 10m plus 3l equals 7s. Okay, and we are going to solve for L. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, step 1, we have our equation, bless you baby, 10m plus 3l equals 7s. I'm going to put a box around what I want to keep, which means somehow I need to move this 10m over here. Okay, so it's a positive 10m. So I'm going to, we have 10m plus 3l equals 7s, like this. Okay, so we're going to, because that's a positive 10m, we're going to, I don't know why I'm doing that, we're going to subtract 10m from both sides. Okay, now remember, these are going to cancel out. So on the left-hand side here, I'm left with a 3l equals 7s minus 10m. Okay, so to get L by itself, we have to divide by whatever's in front of it. So it's going to be a 3. So I'm going to divide this by 3 and this by 3. So remember, so this is step 3, sorry. The 3's cancel out on the left-hand side. So I'm left with L equals 7/3 S minus 10/3 M. And yes, that is my final answer. Yes, baby. All right. And so another example where there's like no, hold on, let me see real quick. Do I have I have a lot of space. Okay, so we'll just come over here. That's fine. All right, so we'll do example 3, I think. I don't know what example we're on. Let's do one that a lot of people actually know. This is a literal equation. E equals mc squared. Okay, so one of the things that we need to realize is there's no plus or minus here. Okay, and when I say here, there's no plus or minus here in this mc squared. Okay, and the reason there's no plus or minus is because it's being multiplied. Okay, so there's actual multiplication happening here. Okay, so we are going to solve okay, so we're going to actually solve for m. So we have E equals mc squared. So I'm going to put a box around what I want to keep, which is the m. All right, so we know that there's multiplication happening here. So to get the m by itself, we have to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So instead of multiplying, we're going to divide by c squared. Okay, now remember, it's just a variable. The variable, by definition, is just a number taking the place of, or I'm sorry, just a letter taking the place of a number. We don't know what it is yet, but it technically is a number. So we divide by c squared. Okay, so when we divide by c squared, these cancel out. But if I divide by c squared on the right-hand side, I have to divide by c squared on the left-hand side. So, oh, that was interesting. I didn't want that to happen. That was weird. Okay, so I want to do this. So, e divided by c squared is equal to m. So step 3 is divide by whatever comes in front of m, which is just 1. And anything divided by 1 is itself. So this right here is our final answer. Okay. I think that's it. I think that covers the basics of everything. So if you have any questions, just hop on Zoom and let me know. Okay?